I'm going to give you a glimpse of the garden and how it stands in these lazy days of summer. So first off is the rose of Sharon is blooming profusely. Just a beautiful, beautiful riot of blooms. Got some Japanese anemones down here that are pretty little flowers. Get it in focus for you there. There you go. Aren't they lovely? And the river grass is doing really well here in the shade of the willow and the katsura. Morocco's open for business, and we're going to just wander this way. You can hear the birds in the background. It's just a beautiful day that's going to end up being a warm one, as they are in August. We've got some sunflowers that the birds have planted from the feeder up above, and the echinacea is blooming. Some people call it black-eyed Susan. The wisteria did a second bloom. I think it's pretty much finished now, but it was a beautiful arbor earlier this month. I'm going to walk down here, do a little quiet contemplation by the pool. You can hear it running. Our pots here that we planted earlier this summer with the sweet potato vine in 2 different shades have just gone crazy. It's a wonderful plant to plant wherever you have a lot of sun and you don't necessarily have time to water a lot, although I do water these probably every 3 to 4 days. The daylilies are pretty much done now, as you can see, but the grasses are beginning to really show their summer foliage. Let me bring you around here to the zebra grass, which is always very pretty against the fence. Totally hides the fence, in fact. And the miscanthus that's behind the pond, it will end up having beautiful pink plumes on it. Let's go back on down this way. We'll have a look at the grapes back here. I think they're doing quite well. Geraldine and I netted them earlier on this last month in the end of July. Blueberries are finished. Let's walk down here. We did a bit of trimming of the tree honeysuckle. And let's see if we can find some grapes in here to look at. Ah, there's some down in there. See those lovelies? Those are beautiful table grapes in a great, lovely, they'll all turn really, really dark red eventually. There's a whole bunch of them down in here. I don't know if you can see those. Head on around here and up here. We usually have enough to keep Daddy and I plenty busy. The butterfly bush is blooming. It would bloom more if I deadheaded it, but I just don't have the energy to get out here and do that. And the currant didn't produce a lot this year. Reason being is I harvested it wrong. Last year was its first year for a really big harvest, and I thought I read that you should take the limbs off as you harvested, but I guess I was wrong. So next year it'll be better. Let's go on around here. There's some crocosmia in bloom over here against the dirt box, which are lovely. You can see them real bright orange. And we got some Stella Diora daylilies that are blooming. They love the heat of the summer. All the glads are pretty much finished. This raised bed here and this one over here on the other side, I've decided to have Amos tear them down come fall, and I've ordered 7 new daylilies. 4 will go on this side, 3 will go on this side, and all the stuff that's growing currently in the beds will be transferred to this bed, And these two Stelladora daylilies, one is going to go right over there, and the other one's going to go by the front door. Let's walk on around here. We don't often take this route. I'm going to go past the lilac, and we'll scan over here. We have a new couple of turtles in the new area that Amos built. One was from a garage sale earlier this summer, and this one was over on the other side of the yard, and we just moved it. Still haven't gotten around to doing the beadwork that I want to do, or the glass work that I want to do around that stump, but I will. There's a lot of time in the September that isn't too awfully hot, and it's not too awfully rainy either. Back there in the background you can see Mrs. Popple in bloom, the fuchsia. Come on around here. The buffalo bluegrass on either side of Emperor Ming is blooming profusely. You can see it. Come around here, and we're going to look at the Clara Dendron, which is in bloom. I wish we had smell-o-vision. It smells like plumeria, if any of you have been to Hawaii and smelled that. It's just delightful. It makes the whole end of this garden smell wonderful. Go around here. I bought one of those solar-powered fountains. Don't bother. I have yet to see it do anything other than just spurt a little bit whenever the sun directly hits it. And even then, it doesn't go continually like the advertisement says. Last thing I wanted to show you is I got myself a new glider that was on sale, and I put it here on the east porch so that I can enjoy looking out into the garden in the morning. I'm going to duck behind the tree here because the sun's right in our eyes, but this is a lovely place to sit and just enjoy the morning air. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful end of summer. Take big deep breaths. Enjoy the calm before the storm of fall, both in the weather and in activities. You take care now, and I'll check in with you later.